Greetings, gamers from around the world and simple video game aficionado. I am MZ32bit, and this is a new chapter of the Innsmout case. In the last episode we interacted with some cultist member, and now we are in the town hall. The Innsmout town hall. Also, I would like to remind that this is a blind run, so if I do some mistakes, I apologize in advance, but I'm discovering the adventure with you. Innsmout Town Hall. Impressed by its grandeur, you whistle as you enter the lobby. You glean a sense of the former wealth and prosperity of the place from before. Well, whatever it was that happened here. Red carpet runs across the white marble floor, while the green velvet curtains on the wall unsuccessfully try to hide some of the cracks in the massive wooden beams. Also, you are creepy. Specks of dust dance in the rays of light, shining through the row of grand windows. I read wisdom, I don't know why. You look up to the ceiling and spot a massive candelabra hanging ominously above your head. It's exactly the kind of thing that will drop on the bed in the fourth act of a Capper movie. Okay. A series of ancient corridors go off to the sides, into the belly of this bureaucratic beast. Wow, such redundant, said. There must be offices with sinister civil servants dotted all around this place. Here in the foyer, only every third of the few counters is actually managed. With this kind of morale among the people running the town, it's no wonder everything is a bit off. Clerks who are working seems to have placed bets on who can move the slowest. A very noble town hall indeed. Yes, and this is the bureaucratic practice. It's an horror that we live every day, everyone. What would you like to do now? Sit down in the waiting room. Go directly to the mayor. Just wander around for a bit. Inspect the lobby. Leave the town hall. I would like to inspect the lobby. Because we are a detective, so we have to inspect. You keep looking around the lobby. There doesn't seem to have anywhere. I'm really sorry. There doesn't seem to anywhere you could get a ticket from the queue. Presumably, even one of those old rolls of paper would be too noble for this place. The patrons are simply sitting on the benches, and some higher power seems to let them know when it's their turn. Maybe people in Innsmout simply don't get bored, but you are surprised that you can't see anyone among this waiting who has brought a book, a magazine, or any type of technology to entertain themselves. No chats between parents, neighbors, or strangers. Or strangers, because it's plural. Only people waiting in silence. You feel a bit uncomfortable because you are gouging at people, but you can't help it. You want to catch them doing anything, even if it's just blinking. But after a while, you give up. You have a case to solve after all. So, just wander around for a bit. It can hurt to get a better look behind the scenes of this place. You wander around the ancient and dimly lit corridors of the town hall. The slightly rotting floorboards make a squeaking sounds with every step you take. Bored Innsmout residents, from very old to not quite as old, sit on the benches in front of the barely lit offices. A lot of the offices are not actually staffed. This, I think, it's a reference to the real life. Let's be honest. Let's be honest on this. You peek into the offices in which the doors have been left open or ajar. You're not sure whether the civil servants are merely on a break or whether they're simply melted into the carpet. Modi takes notice of you. People seem to be too busy being bored to death. So, go into an empty office. Talk to one of the civil servants. Before going to an into an empty office, or maybe we can... I'm undecided between these two. No, wait, there is a third option. I'm sorry, I didn't notice that. Keep walking. You keep walking through the corridors. The town hall is a strange labyrinth of dead ends and branches, only occasionally animated by tired officials with hunched backs and lifeless eyes. At least their disinterest in everything alive gives you the opportunity to move freely around the building. You're about to turn into a larger hall where you notice a faded piece of paper stuck to the door. Cafeteria, stuffs only. Have a look inside. Driven by curiosity, you position yourself right into the next door and observe the situation. Two men wearing pale blue shirts stand out from the usual grey officials, batons, ancient walkie-talkies on their belts, coffee cups in their hands. Security personnel. The two are standing amidst a sea of small round plastic tables. Occasionally employees of the town hall settle down here to chew on their lunches, and in a kind of trance. Some of them do not even seem to have a reason to be here. They stare into nothingness, biding their time. An unspoken rule seems to be that only one person is allowed to sit at the table at any one time. Okay. Instead of a proper canteen, Innsmout only has a small coffee machine and a snack machine. The machine is empty. Wow. The two guards look just as bored as the other people here. Today is probably the 3756th day without an important mission for them. Two of them are deep in the conversation, trying to listen in. The two security guards are the most exciting discovery you've made in this building so far. You won't miss the chance to follow them around a little, but right now you're still too far away to overhear what they're saying. You wonder how to get into the cafeteria unnoticed. Go straight up to the coffee machine, sit down at a table by yourself. So, they said before that there is a strange rule where we need to occupy one table for ourselves. Because this is some kind of a trap, in my opinion. Walk straight to the coffee machine. It's we will notice as soon as possible. Sit down at a table by yourself. If you learn the one thing about Innsmout, that the people don't like socializing, and that's fine by you. Imitating the lifeless mechanic gait of the locals, you shuffle to one of the non-occupied tables, which is a near distance from the nearest table. People thank you by ignoring you. Fortunately, there is no need to pretend you are busy or focused on reading a newspaper. A stare into the wall is all that you expect of you in order to pass as part of the population. Finally, you can easily listen in on the guards. I'm sorry. Admittedly, it would be easier if instead of bored mumbling, they would speak in a loud and clear sentences. But you take what you can get. One or two guards rubs into his puffy cheek while talking. Gets on my nerves so much. The idiot. I'm not an enemy. It's just that he's not one of us. Let him write his speeches and have his photo taken. Or whatever else you do as a mayor. A nasal voice replies. So, because I know the story behind the Innsmout case, the original, I know why did they say it's not one of us. So, interestingly, the mayor is not a part of the Innsmout locals, I presume. Maybe he's born here, but he doesn't have that trait. Damn it, Corla. I'm telling you, that guy, the guy is a loose cannon. He's gonna talk to the press, the real press. I mean, and just like that, the FBI will be on our ass. His colleague nudges his shoulders. You worry too much. With their coffee in hand, the two shuffle along towards the corridor. Their break appears to be over. Press? FBI? Is there some dirty business going on in the town? You're not sure how to interpret these scraps of conversation. You head back to the corridors of the town hall, but not without sticking your head out of the door first. The security guards are no longer visible. boy takes note of you. People seem to... Okay. Let's go to an empty office. A number of the offices are unoccupied. They're just like a dingy, or I don't know how to pronounce this, as those actually used by clerks. But the locals clearly seems to be able to recognize the difference, as they walk unerringly into only the office where there are actually clerks currently at work. You stick your head into one of the dimly lit rooms. A musty smell of old fishes in the air. We're mixed with the kids' old dust. In the middle of the room, there is a desk with an attached drawer cabinet. Sorry, I forgot this. It is surrounded by shelves on which far too many files were stacked. Some of them are scattered around on the floor. Nobody seems to think it's necessary to tidy up. The floorboards groan as you enter the office. You wonder what to do now. Examine the desk, open one of the files, leave the office. First of all, let's examine the desk. Wander around the desk and sit down on the uncomfortable office chair. Its upholstery seems to be filled with pointed springs, which are all in the most impractical places. Pity for the poor soul who actually has to work here. A thick layer of dust covers the table's surface, like a protective blanket. The wood is solid and firm. The kind of office you have always wanted for your own office. No, kind of wood, I'm sorry, I don't know why kind of for your office. Financially, however, there was only enough for the papier-mâché and building a foam version. The first drawer contains lined notepads in varying size. There are yellows and fibrous, and you're tempted to stroke in the top sheet with your handy fascination. Yes, a few pencil and ballpoint pen are scattered next to the sheets. I'm really sorry, but let's... Okay. Thank you, because I'm really going depth. Okay, you wonder... There's only two options, so let's open one of the files. I want to believe that the I files find a couple of weird city old records. Okay, I unlocked an achievement. In movies, it is often abandoned folders in which very important information can be found. Often the old incriminating photos and handwritten notes like "I brought drugs today from Russian child trafficking." Okay, this is kind of other specific things, but let's move on. Just once you like to come across one of these files during your own investigation. Instead, today you find a record of fines for non-compliance with glass wool insulation regulation from 1978. Another folder seems to contain a type of citizen's register from the same year. You see birth dates, weddings, and death dates noted. Relatively carelessly, you scan the list for no names. You're about to put the folders away. No, you're about to put the folders away when you notice some strange things after all. The inhabitants of Innsmout seem to be surprisingly spirited. Comparing births and death rates, the average age is 90 plus years, with some well above that. Life expectancy usually goes down in poorer areas, and Innsmout is definitely a poor town. Then you spot an euphemism noted down near the date of death that you haven't come across before. Went into the sea. Presumably this has to do with this place being a fishing village where locals might disappear at sea. The possibility of missing a person returning cannot be ruled out. Either that or Innsmout has a mob problem that made a lot of people sleep with the fishes. I knew it that were going to do this kind of reference. Maybe it means that a lot of the fishermen in their 90s are falling off their boats. It's also strange that many marriages, the name of the spouse. In many marriages, the names of the spouse is not noted or known. Many John and Jane Does can be found in the records. You wonder if it is illegal in some way. As far as you're aware, you can get married anonymously outside of Vegas. You can't get married anonymously outside of Vegas. Maybe Innsmout has some sort of loophole. Soon you haven't finished reading through the whole folders and then have not come across any name that rings a bell. Well, except for one guy who has the same name as your father. Even has the same birthday. You should probably talk to your father about this sometimes. This is interesting because the same thing, not about the father, but the ancestor of the real Shadow over Innsmout happened. So we are... no, I'm not going to spoil it, but for real, before continuing this game or seeing my playthrough, Blindrun, call it whatever you want, read the story. It's not that long, and it's very interesting. This is a tip for you. You wonder what to do now. A lot of options here. I don't know, guys. Let's leave the office. A shiver goes down your spine. You may not be able to spot impending danger, but your gut feeling really lets you down. Gut feeling really lets you down. I'm sorry. Really, it's time to go. So, two options here. Three, but I'm excluding this for now. Go directly to the mayor or talk to one of the civil servants. Let's do some sort of chain of command. Let's follow this. So let's talk to one of the civil servants. And why not? The locals who have been motionless on the chair outside don't take notice of you. As soon as you step into the room, all oxygen disappears from the air. It is unlikely that you will ever enter the ancient burial chamber of a decaying pyramid. But you imagine this comes close. It is noticeably darker in the office than the corridor. A blind on the windows of the old building prevents any natural light from entering the room. In the yellowish glow of the desk lamp, you can see the outlines of a civil servant who is hiding out there. A small, plump man whose fingers dig into the edge of the table. He was obviously not expecting visitors during his working hours. A thin film of sweat covers his forehead. It doesn't look as though someone poured a pot of syrup over the poor chap. You're reminded of an animal documentary you watched in one of your fits boundless boredom. There was this bug, or was it a toad? Fact is, the man reminds you of something small and slimy. At the front edge of the desk there is a name plate that reads, Mr. Wilson. What do you want? He says, annoyed. You show him the Polaroid picture of Tabitha. Or Tabitha. Have you seen this girl? Her name is Tabitha Marsh. No, now get out of here. You can't just come in here without an appointment. A lamp is performing on your neck. The officer didn't even look at the photo. His pupils didn't move an inch. They're still fixed on you. As he says appointment, it's breathy, almost essential, but maybe you're just imagining things. Okay, I'm going. You growl back with as much confidence as you can muster given the circumstances. You wasted a lot of time here. Your way out of the office leads you past a thin, unmoving body, which is curled up on the waiting bench. You wonder how long it will take until someone take care of the poor soul. So, go directly to the mayor. You can't just sit around and wait. You walk along a few of the dark corridors until you come by a massive door with shiny oak wood panels. It is bigger than any of the other doors, so this must be the right place to come. You walk into the room and lift your hands to shield your eyes from the light. A bright and clean office, just as if you stepped into another dimension. A man in a fitted suit and lots of gel in his hair looks up and gives you a formal smile. Come in, how may I help you? Next to him, on a much smaller grey desk, sits a hunched figure in a cowl. Must be the assistant. Major office. The manager rushes to you. Hello? Yes, we can. What? Ah, hello. The assistant now gets up too and walks up to behind the mayor so as to follow your conversation better. Judging from your colorful clothes, I can really tell you're not from here. He points at you at your trench coat. I'm Mayor Van Pone. Welcome to our beautiful town. Well, I hope you are enjoying your visit. Sure, well, actually, sure. Oh, don't say anything. I know you can exactly what you're thinking. You heard about our idyllic little seaside town and have come to here to experience it for yourself. Maybe you even chatted with a few of the locals here. Just an innocent chat, as you do when you visit a new place. You talk and talk and notice more and more that people here are different. They're quieter. You could call it humble even. You start to feel dizzy. How long is this guy going to talk without pausing for breath? Exactly like me. You got to understand though that the courageous people in this town are honest people. Fishermen, weather-beaten farmers of the ocean, the oldest trade in the world. They're not so well versed in marketing, so I'll be the first to admit that at times they can appear odd to people from outside of town. Really, they are all a heart of gold. They all have a heart of gold. First of all, let's see what brings you here. What is that to you? What it is that you do as a mayor of such a remote town? The better question would be, what aren't you doing? What is it that you don't do then? Oh, one moment, please. Mayor leans over to the side and his advisor whispers something into his ear. Of course, is not involved in any illegal activities. Neither is one a Manchuria candidate for esoteric order of the. Oh, come on, you're giving yourself away. Huh? Esoteric order? The Esoteric Order of Dagon, what it is supposed to be, the local yoga club, we know already, but we have to question it because we don't want to be too much knowing person, I think. Ah, yes, that's right, you're not from around here. The EOD is the most popular party in Innsmout. Since its rise to power, this sad and grey fishing village has turned into a vibrant tourist destination. We are so close to getting our own map entry. The advisor whispers something to the mayor's ear. Oh, it appears that our request for a map entry has been declined, but I got a very good feeling about next year. So how many times you tried? Wait, you're not of any of the global search engines? You're a bit under the radar here. There is no mobile reception and something is missing with our other technical signals too. But my party tells me that this will change soon. I cite, the whole world will hear about us, whether they want it to or not. That's not sure what they mean, but that sounds a bit like free publicity to my ears. So well, that sounds like a threat to me, but you are free to interpret it as you like. Of all marketing, I don't know if this will cut out the rest of the conversation. So, marketing? What kind of marketing are you doing here? There's just so much to do. The promise for my current term in office was to invigorate the tourism sector by at least 10,000%. But this is I don't know. Are you sure this is a good percentage and brings more tourists with disposable income to Innsmout? That will indeed be impressive. 1,000%. How do you manage that? Oh, very easily. Before my term, the number was in negative figures. Okay. Just by setting up a bus route that goes into Innsmout once a week, the number of visitors has dramatically increased. party therefore enjoys the utmost support of the townspeople, receiving 97% of all votes in the last election. I think that's because also you are the only party in the town, and I think the 3% of the population didn't went to vote. In fact, I know what did the other 3% vote for. The advisor again whispers something to his ear. They say that the opposition consists of a very committed extracurricular school group. I don't think there is an opposition, and if there is, it's I think ostracized. Mention missing people. Let's keep on Dagon. This Dagon sounds like has some very good ideas. A good man. Can I get involved in your club? The mayor and his advisor lock eyes and both seem unsure what to make of your behavior. The monk-like creature says something to Van Poon's ear. The mayor nods and turns back to you. How exactly do you want to take part? Okay. You can either support the order or join the church. I don't know if there is some kind of internal faction about this, because support the order is one thing. Join the church seems more right. Let's say join the church. If you're going to do something, then do it. I'd like to join the order. The advisor shrugs and taps on the spots on the huge ancient city map hanging onto the wall. The church is built surprisingly close to the sea. It'll be easy to find. One poem clears his throat. If they let you in, will you put in a good word for me? I've been on the waiting list for years. In the background, the advisor slowly shakes his head. I don't know if the advisor knows we have a father from here, or that's because he can't, because of the... is not the local origins. You raise your hands in defense, as if to protect yourself from another shower of useless blabble. As you shuffle sideways to the door like some sort of crab, you say a few polite phrases. I don't want to keep you from your work. Sorry to bother you, nice jacket, have a nice day. The voice of the mayor still rings in your ears until the heaven soundproof doors fall shut. Don't forget to vote. Yeah, you're back to the corridor alone. So... oh, we can still sit down in waiting room. As to sleep by the rules, by the mayor, you decide to take a seat in waiting area. Sure, you'll be called once it's your turn. I don't think so. In the middle of the room, there is a few benches with 6 men and warm and spread. You look silently up to the counters with the clerks. You sit down in the last position in the queue and hope for the best. So let's try to talk to the person's sickness. Hey, you say one of Peter's waiting. I know that we are will be, I don't know, treated aggressively, but let's do it anyway. He's a middle-aged man in a warm, full sweater. Thinning blonde hair adorns his pale skull. You have to concentrate hard to actually look into his eyes and not stare at the veins that run visibly under his scalps. He turns at you with a frown, which makes his wrinkled head wrinkle even more. You wonder what you could ask him. You like watching TV? No, let's not ask it. Have you seen this girl? How long does it normally take? Let's say this. Just kidding, hoping not to sound too much like you're complaining. The man meets the question with a faraway look. A drip of saliva slowly dribbles down his chin from the corner of his mouth. His shoulders lift incredibly slowly. Stay there for exactly 4 seconds and then slumps down again. You feel a little sorry for him. He's probably been here for too long. The 3 clerks at the counter dealing with the customers. From where you are sitting, you can see them listening to the villagers' concern with expression and face. They ask the occasional question and take down notes. Wait. Notes? Your hands claw into the rotten wood of the bank. You can make out certain hand movements and pencil. And there are no monitors to be seen anywhere. Not even CRT monitors. These fools are still living in the Stone Age. There's no way they'll be able to help you. You decide not to waste any more time in the waiting area like those older poor souls. You walk away from the benches and leave the men and women there to their fate. Another plan is needed. That is, leave the town hall. Push your weight against the massive wooden doors and leave the town hall. So, town hall was a strange experience. You decide to avoid all of the town facilities in order not to waste any more precious time. Following an inner voice, you march toward the little alleyways. Okay. So, alleys, I'm sorry. So, let me see one thing. Okay, we are at 30 minutes. I'm so sorry it went this long, but that was a long chapter, so I'm closing this episode here. I would like to thank you for watching this video. Like it if you like it, so share it if you know where to share it or you want to share it. Subscribe if you want. And again, thank you. This was NZ32-bit with the Innsmout case, and I will see you on the next episode of this game or on another adventure.